Okay, so hello everyone and welcome to our Tuesday night whole team winning call. We have the amazing PMD Judith with us this evening and I'm really excited to hear from her. This is our first whole team winning call with you, Judith, isn't it?
Yeah.
So I know that you were a little bit hesitant, but I think not something you're super comfortable with, and I think it's really important to understand as team member and as other people on the call that it's not always easy to come on and share with so many people, and when you've got children and lockdown and everything else. So we really appreciate you coming on with us this evening, and we're behind you and supporting you. So can I start by just asking you, if you could not live, guys, that'd be great, because it'll be on YouTube. Thank you. If I could ask if you would just start by sharing your story with us.
Hi everyone, my name is Judith Okala, and I'll speak so slowly because I know some people would not be able to hear. Yeah, well, so I started this business. This is, I think, May next month will make it 4 years I started this business. Wow, how time flies, you know. And I remember my friend introducing me to this business. My upline is Constance. And I said to her, no, I can't do this. It was too noisy, you know, and I wasn't on Facebook. And she said, you know, you could earn an extra income. And I was like, no, I'm okay. I don't want it, you know. And I remember her trying so hard to convince me to join in this business. And I said, no, it wasn't for me. And then she called Ego. And Ego, the both of them finally convinced me, and I started this journey. So getting to sales coordinator was pretty easy because all they said to me was, you know, go chase your tribe. We are in 23 countries then or so, you know, just go global. And I said, okay, all right, let's go and look for them, you know, and then that's how I started my journey. And then by the third month, I was already sales coordinator, and unfortunately, I wasn't enjoying the business and I left. I felt I was just invading people's privacy. So if you have come across somebody like me, be patient, because that person might turn around and become the diamond you have in your business. You know, and I remember telling Constance then that I wasn't interested in this business. It was just too invasive, and it wasn't me, you know. So I left and went back to finding something to do to stay, you know, to be able to stay at home and take care of my kids. You know, then I had a 1-year-old and a 3-year-old, you know, so I was just looking for anything to do. I went into getting Ofsted registered to start my own child minding. You know, I just felt that part was for me, you know. And that's why I usually say to my team, be persistent. Don't give up on anybody because their circumstances hasn't actually changed, you know. And you know what? I sat down one day and I asked myself, is this what I want for myself? Do I want, you know, to take care of a lot of children with a 1-year-old, with a 3-year-old? I'm going to struggle, you know, even after going through all the year 3 courses. But guess what? I thought about it and I came back and I called my upline and I said, you know what, let me give this another shot. I'm a Christian. I prayed about it a lot. I was like, God, why am I not finding peace with this business? Why am I not finding peace? Why can't I just do what everybody's doing? You know, then I'll look at Emma Snedden, Emma Karen. I used to look at them then and I used to say to myself, I'm older than these ladies. Honestly, this is what I used to say to myself then. I was like, I'm older than these ladies and they are making so much out of this business. How is it possible that I dislike this business? You know, and then I came back and I said to her, I'm back now and I'm going to do this business. And then come 2017, May 2017, I became SSC. And then by August, I went NMD. And guess what? I went into management mode. You know, instead of me to continue changing lives, I went into managing my team and I stayed in NMD for over a year. But guess what? In that 1 year and 5 months, I stayed there growing. I didn't know how to be patient. If you said no to me, you would receive a lot from me. I didn't know what I was doing. My team, I needed to connect with them. I needed to build a community. I was just, I thought the business was all about me. But in that year, I really, really appreciated that time. It taught me a lot. I grew in that space. I developed myself, and then I came back again. And do you know what? I didn't give up. If you're here, you're stuck. Don't be stuck. Don't feel you're stuck. Do you know why I said that? Because if you go back and look at your reports, you find out that you're growing gradually, just not at the pace that you want, but you are still growing. And that's what I found out at the long run, that I was growing. And when PMD came, it took me by storm. I didn't even know I was going PMD, apart from El Madiha calling me and said, babes, do you know you're just 10,000 away from this? Do you know you can do this? And I'm like, oh, seriously? And then I go back and I work with my team. So if you're still in this business and you think you're stuck, just see me as somebody who was there as well. But I never told myself I'm stuck. I never said to myself that I was going to give up. There wasn't any giving up. When I turned my back and I look at my kids, they weren't the reasons for me to fail. They were the reason for me to grow, for me to keep moving, for me to say, no, you can do this, Judith. Keep going. There are other ladies that we are changing their lives. And if I had given up, guess what will happen? It would just probably become a ripple effect. They would as well feel my failure and probably fail themselves. So I kept going, and this is me today, sharing my story with you. Thank you.
You made me emotional, and I think I didn't know that about you starting and then giving up, and I didn't know that you felt uncomfortable with the business. And I love your honesty, Judith, because someone else on this call will feel exactly the same, or will go through moments where they don't feel comfortable, but it doesn't have to be that way, and what an amazing journey you've had, and how many women you've inspired, and now what you're doing for your family and your beautiful children. But thank you for your honesty, because it's really important to understand someone's journey, to really understand how they get their success. So can we talk a little bit about customers and how you recruit your customers, or how you share the product?
Okay, well, in terms of customers, what I do really is share my story. Sorry, guys. Sorry. Okay, so in terms of customers, what I do is share my story. I have a target market. Everybody, maybe, I don't know, maybe you generalize your story or your advert. What I do is I focus on moms who are actually pregnant, or wanting to get pregnant, or postnatal. Those are my target market. And all through, well, let me say half of my team members came from there. They are either pregnant, or they are breastfeeding moms. Those are actually my team members now. So in terms of customers, I just post my story on my kids, my pregnancy, and I use every social media. It's like John said one time when I started this business, he said it's a lifestyle. So live the lifestyle. If you are going to share your story, if you're going to share about the product, like am I saying now, be truthful, be genuine. People are not fools. They see you, they understand what you're doing. It's like watching a movie. So you are the one who is in the movie. They are the ones watching you. So just share you outside, and somebody might just pick an interest in buying your product. So that's what I do. I utilize every media, stories, Instagram, Facebooks, WhatsApp. It's all free of charge, right? So why not utilize every means that you have to share? If you are taking the capsules, tell them what the capsules contain. Tell them what is inside. Tell them what will be beneficial to them from the products they are taking. Because I can come and show my shakes, right? There are a lot of shakes out there. But why should they buy my shakes? You know, if it's the capsules, like, why should they buy it? What's inside? I don't want to just hold it there, drinking it, doing all that. People are confused, but when I share it, I usually write out, oh, this will be beneficial to you if you are this or that. Remember, we have amazing stories, but I know we're not allowed to broadcast a lot of things. But the truth be told, we've got an amazing story. So go one-on-one with your customers. Those who are coming to you to say, oh, can I know about the product? Oh, I'll think about it. Tell them everything. The moment you have that chance, tell them everything there and there. Bang, 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 bang. Don't even, because someone who is coming to buy your products has no idea what they are buying. So when you have that chance, you want to tell them everything. Don't mince your words. Go all out and, give it to them. So that's how really I get my customers.
Thank you. And it's so true. There is so much out there that we can be compared to, but we stand alone, right? There's nothing actually like ours, but unless we tell people, that they've got no idea.
No,
So, okay, so I know that the customers are obviously a big part of your business, but I know that building a team, building an army, and especially international business is probably what I would say is your strength. Would you agree?
Yeah, it is.
Yeah. So would you talk us through firstly how you're using recruitment to get team members, and then maybe afterwards talk to us a little bit about going international with it?
Well, the team members, when I started the business, my team members were my customers, because I didn't know how to get team members. I didn't know how to tell somebody. I remember, if Constance is on this call, you hear me tell her, hey, babes, how do you think I can tell my customers to become a part of the business? It doesn't make any sense. They will think I'm deceiving them. And she'll look at me and she'll be like, babe, tell them they need extra income. And I'm like, no, I didn't do that for 6 months. I refused. I said, no, they need the product. And then, I'll just go out there and get customers. And it took me 6 months to understand that people actually need an extra income. It's not, they want to lose weight, quite all right. They want to stay healthy. They want to, feel good about themselves, but at the end of the day, we're here to change lives. And when she said to me, she said, babes, people out there need this extra income. You can change somebody's life. And I thought about it, and I said to myself, you know what? 27 countries, right? I opened my website, wrote down all the countries, and then we started going one country after another, looking for a tribe to join the business. So that's how I went global, and that's how I recruit. And
I can't hear you all of a sudden. I don't know if that's just me. Can everyone else still hear?
Sorry. And that's how I went global. They said they can't hear. Sorry.
No, all of a sudden it's gone really quiet.
Let me please. Is it okay now?
Yeah, that's better.
Yeah, okay. All right. Sorry. Yeah, so that's how I'm not sure if they heard what I said before.
No, would you just say it again, because I didn't catch it?
Okay, I said in terms of getting team members, right? Most of my team members are my customers, because I couldn't relate with getting a customer and getting a team member. I didn't understand that when I started. I felt I was being, I just felt uncomfortable with it. I told Constance for like 6 months that I wasn't going to do that. I wasn't going to go and tell my customers to become my team members. That it felt very weird, but until I understood that people needed an extra income, people want to work from home and get this time freedom, and that's when I understood that really I needed to go out there to find anybody who needed an extra income. And we started with the adverts, on Facebook. Like I say, utilize every page you have. I used every medium. And one thing about this business, I'll just speak like I speak with my team members. If you sleep 6 hours a day and you cut down 30 minutes, because probably you go to work at 6 and you want to reach out to people, why not cut 30 minutes out of that 6 hours to wake up earlier to do something on Facebook, or do a live video, or do a record, or, you know, post on your stories? Why not do that? Because at the end of the day, there's somebody out there that we need to change their lives, right? There's somebody out there that is waiting for you. They might be in Finland and you are here in the UK, and they're just there waiting for you. And then you're slipping away. I'm speaking like I'm speaking to my team, because this is the way I speak to them. I say, you have to wake up. You have to go out there. That's what I did. I went out there. I spoke to everybody, anybody. And when I speak to you, I come back again and I speak to you again and again and again. And I don't get tired until you block me on Facebook. You've got to block me on Facebook. If you don't block me on Facebook, then I'm on your page every single day, because I understand that you don't understand what I understand right now. I know that you cannot relate with anything I'm saying, because I'm only telling you, oh, you can earn an extra income from home. You can do this, you can do this. You still do not understand what I'm saying, because I too am coming from there. I still did not understand what my upline was telling me. And she was literally beside me, let alone you, who is in Israel, who is in Australia. I'm sure a lot of us here can relate with that. You have to keep telling people. You just have to keep helping them. Imagine Debenhams, 22,000 workers off work now, and you tell me that you need to sleep. You can't sleep. You have to go out there, because somebody's going to commit suicide. Somebody is going to jump in the train. Somebody has children to feed, and we can go out there and find them and change their lives. You've got 27 countries on your website. Are you not going to go and look at the 27 countries and go and look for your sisters there? And go and look for somebody there. They don't answer you. Well, a broken relationship, you have to find a way to amend it if you really love the person, right? So if you really love Judiths so much, why not go out there and change somebody's life? And that's what I've been doing. I share my story all the time. I'm a storyteller. I tell my story all the time, over and over and over. If I have to show you my 500 euros that they paid me, or my 198 euros that was paid to me when I started this business, I would show it to you, because I know that you would understand what 198 euros mean. You know, when you come from a level where you don't have to a level where you have, you tend to forget where you're coming from. You need to always bring your brain back to where you're coming from and show that person where you're coming from, because they will understand where you're coming from and relate with that level. So whenever I go out to look for a team member, I'm not telling you that I bought a house or I bought a car, paid outright. Well, I don't do that. I tell you that, girl, when I came in this business, I earned 198 euros. And my second month, I earned 330 euros. So you would understand that 100 euros makes a lot of difference. To some people here, 100 euros is nothing to you, but it makes a great deal in somebody else's life out there. So go out there and tell them of your 100 euros or your 500 pounds that you made when you started this business, and they would understand. So when I went in terms of globally, what I did is, the business is global, right? It's on the, it's on our virtual office. Go open those countries and go and look for, you know, your tribes there. That's what I did. And you just never can tell. You know, out of the 1,000 people that Facebook allows you to make as your friend or people to relate with, there's somebody amongst those people that would want to join your business, that want to try the products, you know, that want to change their lives, that want something little as food for their family. So I I want to say a lot, but just the stories from my team. I'm sure she's here right now. She's my NMD in Germany. I remember her telling me 12 years, no work, no job. You know, when you're looking for that €1 to fall down from your husband's pockets for you to take it and buy ice cream. You know, ice cream, lollipop, ice lolly for your child. and you don't have it. And today she's somebody who has bought herself 2 cars in 1 year. It makes a lot of difference. It makes a lot of difference. So guys, we've got a lot to do. We've got lives to change. We've got lives to change. We have people. Somebody change your life. Don't keep it to yourself. Let's go out there and change lives. You get team members. They are there. They are out there. They're just waiting for you to make up your mind to go to their countries to find them. Thank you, Emma.
Judith, you're giving me like goosebumps and spines, and it's what you said about when you share the first amount of money that you earn is so true, because for me, when I joined, if someone told me you can buy a house, you can do this, there's no way that I would ever have believed that I would have been able to do it, right? Because number one, my self-esteem at the time when I joined the business was on the floor, so I didn't have the confidence. And that's a lot of people who lose their income or don't have an income, they feel the same way. I would have thought, you know, it's not the truth because it's too far away. But my first, I think I earned £400 in my first month. That money to me was the life-changing money that hooked me into this business because it gave me independence. So what you just shared is like, so it makes me feel like is so true. And I think you're right, we forget it so much. It's not about all the way up that we've got to, it's about those first few months where that money is so important to you.
Yeah, it's true. All the time. And
this time especially, that like you said, there's so many people. I saw something today where someone said my husband lost his job, they're not furloughing people, we don't have an income now. So there's so many people out there that really are going to need this business more than ever.
Yeah, true.
More than ever.
So much people, trust me, so much people are out there and they really need you. They really need you. They really need all of us. You know, imagine the business when it started, you know, we really need us. We need to go out there. We need to stop sleeping. We need to lose 1 hour of sleep and just give it to somebody. You know, it's like sowing a seed. Sow a seed of your 30 minutes sleep. It won't kill you because we've been sleeping all our lives anyway, you know, so. Yeah, I know.
It's so good. Okay, so let's talk about lockdown. So through isolation, obviously everybody's lives have changed. So has there been anything that you've changed in this situation?
You know, with the lockdown, for some reason, sorry to say this, it might offend a lot of people. Well, my business has grown like, should I say 40%? Because just before, I would have this in America, we could sell probably 120, 130. But looking at my report, we've sold over 329 customers. And for some reason, I'm wondering, like, what's happening? Is it, I don't know what it is, but honestly, the lockdown is, people are home, people are listening, they are more attentive now. You know, before, people are, let me say, on their way to work. People are really busy. People are distracted, you know, because they have to do one thing or the other. But right now, it seems like everybody's on Facebook. It seems like everybody's on Instagram. The lockdown is driving people mental. So what are you going to do to calm them down? You have to be on Facebook. I see my upline dancing on Facebook and say, everybody dance with me. You know, I'm there promoting one thing or the other, or sharing food tips, or, you know, but the lockdown has, I don't know, it has made my business thrive. That's all I can say. So that's all I can say, Emma, really.
No, I think a lot of people feel the same, and mine is probably the busiest month we've had in a couple of years. The orders are going crazy. There are 6 new team members this month. You know, people are excited, and it feels uncomfortable sometimes because you think, oh, you know, there's other people that are struggling. But I read a quote that said, not in bad situations, not everything that happens has to be a negative, right? So we're just making the best of our situation right now. We're helping people get healthy, we're helping people get wealthy, and they need to do that. And I think, you know, it is what it is, right? We're the lucky ones. We just have to share that with other people. Okay, so just before we finish up, because I don't want to take too much of your time, those 30 minutes, you could be sleeping or you could be working. So would you just give your top tips to everyone, please?
Oh, okay. Top tip of my head. Okay. So I'll say number one, to be truthful and honest here, you have to be a storyteller. Everybody likes hearing stories, and your stories have to be as real as, I don't know, as real can be. You know, when you're on Facebook, whether it is on live video, whether it is a recorded video, whatever you're doing about this business, about promoting health, about recruiting someone, be very real. Say your story 1,000 times, because the person who heard it in the morning is not the same person that will hear it in the evening. So share your story, share it everywhere, talk about it, be proud of it, no matter what it is. Trust me, you will connect with somebody. There's somebody out there who has that story, who is just waiting to hear somebody else's story that relates with theirs, to be able to connect with you. So please, 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 be real, be authentic, and keep sharing. And then number two will be, you know, this lady they call Lisa, she said something. She said, if you really, really, really desire time freedom, if you really desire financial freedom, she says, energy grows where energy goes. So pump in more energy in what you do. Thank you, everyone.
Thank you so much. Thank you for your tips. Thank you for your spine tingling moments. Thank you for your time. Wishing you and your family to stay super safe, Judith, for another amazing month, and we'll catch up soon. Honestly, thank you so much. You've been amazing. So be a storyteller. Thank you so much, everyone. Thank you, Judith, again.
Thank you, Emma.